Getting out while you can? Don't get this sucker no statue. Give him guts. I told you I wasn't going away. You got your shot. Now give me mine.
Why don't you get the hell out of there?
Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me? Politics, man. This country wants to keep me down. Keep everybody weak. They don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
You know, you got a big mouth, you know?
Why don't you come out and close it, bad boy? Come on. Come on.
It's time. The guy's crazy. Don't listen to him.
The little man don't want to come to me. Then I'll come to you people and lay out the truth. I am rank number one. One! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums. I'm telling you and everybody here, I'll fight him anywhere, anytime, for nothing. But you people ain't never gonna see that happen because he's gonna retire. You see, he don't fight no real man. He fight them setups.
What?
You're a disgrace to this sport.
Shut up, old man. You and that chump don't know where to come from. Bad boy, your family doing real nice, ain't it? You call yourself a fighter? Prove it now. Give me that same chance. The way he been ducking is the disgrace. If he ain't no coward, why don't he fight me then?
I can't listen anymore of this. Hey, anytime
I don't care what you rank. You don't get no shot, and I mean that.
I'm glad you people are seeing this here.
What are you doing? I want to fight this guy.
Well, you got him.
I worked hard for this.
You fight him without me.
Please don't judge me.
What are you saying?
It's finished. Yes, I'm finished. I don't want no more of it. I don't want no more. You understand?
Judge him by
None
my
of it.
pride, my determination.
It's over with.
Or judge him by my fighting record. Hey, woman. Hey, woman. Listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man. You want it, you got it!
Why'd you leave? Why'd you walk away like that?
Life's too short, kid.
Where you going?
I'm going on a permanent vacation.
What are you talking about? We got one more fight.
No, not we. You.
Why are you doing this? I said, why are you doing this?
Because you can't win, Rock. This guy'll kill you to death inside of 3 rounds.
You're crazy.
What else is new?
He's just another fighter.
No, he ain't just another fighter. This guy is a wrecking machine, and he's hungry. Hell, you ain't been hungry since you won that belt.
Oh, what are you talking about? I've had 10 title defenses.
That was easy.
What do you mean easy?
They was handpicked.
Setups?
Nah, they were setups. There was good fighters, but they wasn't killers like this guy. He'll knock you into tomorrow, Rock.
What's going on, fight fans? This your boy Nehemiah, and this is boxing. I thought we'd talk about the situation between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. And the fact of the matter is, the reason why I put this clip up is because this clip is actually very prophetic in the situation that's going on between Anthony Joshua and Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. It's very significant because it's just very clear, man. Anthony Joshua is clearly ducking Deontay Wilder. And, you know, I know a lot of people don't want to admit this, but, hey, that's just what's going on with the situation. So, in saying that, Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn, let me say Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn knows exactly what Mickey knew about Rocky. He knows that if he puts Anthony Joshua in the ring with Deontay Wilder is going to knock him into tomorrow. He understands that. Y'all don't understand that, but Eddie Hearn does. And that's just the bottom line, man. A lot of people give Deontay Wilder a lot of flack about his record and they say that he fights bums and things like that. He's tried to fight Povetkin. He's tried to fight Luis Ortiz. He's tried to get Joseph Parker in the ring, and he's definitely tried to get Anthony Joshua in the ring. But it seems like don't nobody want to see him get in the ring, especially with Anthony Joshua. But since people always want to say that, Deontay Wilder always fights bums, I thought we should just actually look very closely at what Mickey just said. And the same thing that Clubber Lang knew. Anthony Joshua, just like Mickey said, and just like Clubber Lang said, is fighting setups. That's what he's doing, man. He's fighting them setups. Not setups in the sense that, Anthony Joshua and the opponent is taking a dive. Not like that. But just like Mickey said, and just like what Clubber Lang knew, these guys are good fighters, but they're not killers. And that's what Eddie Hearn knows. He knows that Tack'em and even the old version we got of Vlad and Charles Martins, your Dominic Brazils and all these guys, these are good fighters, but they're setups. They're meant for Anthony Joshua to look good. And that's what Eddie Hearn is paid to do. He's paid to make Anthony Joshua look good in his performances and make money. And that's exactly the route they've taken, which is a cowardly route. But I can understand it. I can understand it. Some people like to, they worried about their financial future. That was brought in by Floyd Money with Mayweather, got everybody thinking about their financial futures. And that's okay. But, what about those who want to see the best fight the best? What about us? Are we just fucked out of that plan? We can't never see that come to fruition. We can't never see that. Because we got people like Anthony Joshua who wants to flat out duck Deontay Wilder. That's what's going on, man. We just got to call things what they are, and that's what he's doing. And he's fighting setups. He's fighting setups, plain and simple. So the message to the Bronze Bomber, if he ever happens to come across this video, I hope he does. And if Deontay Wilder does come across this video, or I hope a lot of the brothers push this video out if they see it, because any of my real boxing fans will understand where I'm coming from. I hope you do anyway. And by the way, let me go ahead and give a shout out to the entire LDBC. I want to give a shout out to them brothers, man, because them brothers has been lobbying for the heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. And as we all should, man, that's our heavyweight champion, man. That's our heavyweight champion. We got some real traitors and sellouts here in this place we call America. We got some absolute sellouts, man. You got a heavyweight champion over here giving you knockouts, doing all the exciting things. He's charismatic. He don't do nothing. He don't do nothing but try to do the right things. And then he gets flack for trying to do the right things. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, you know what I'm saying, I for one, am going to support Deontay Wilder. I wouldn't give a damn who he fights next. Until Anthony Joshua gets his butt in the ring, I wouldn't care. He can go back and fight everybody he done fought the last 38, 39 fights for, as I care. Until Anthony Joshua gets in the ring with him. And he's going to get knocked out. That's just what it is, man. Y'all don't got to like it. But I'm telling you what I believe without a doubt is going to happen. He's going to get knocked out, and it ain't nothing nobody can do about it, man. I hope that you Anthony Joshua fans, I hope you're hearing this. I hope you're hearing this. And I'm not talking really, I take this back. I'm not talking to just all the Anthony Joshua fans. Just the fanboys. The ones who say ridiculous stuff, who will turn around and get on Wilder because Luis Ortiz decided he wanted to cheat. And that's what it was, man. Everybody's trying to come up with these excuses, talking about he didn't know. Man, look, man, he's a grown man. This subject, before he got in there to fight Wilder, it never came up at all about him doping. Well, I'll take it back. He was caught doping before, but I'm talking about up until that, I guess, from the time that he had got caught doping up until the time he fought Wilder, there was no more incidents that I'm aware of that he was being investigated for, or even, thought to be taking anything. Nothing at all like this came up until he got ready to fight the Bronze Bomber. And I think we all know now what it is. I think Luis Ortiz understood he was going to be a meme. That's what it was. He was going to be a meme. Alexander Povetkin, he knew that he was also going to be a meme. And without a doubt, Anthony Joshua knows that he's going to be a meme. And that's why they're all ducking the Bronze Bomber. But the message to the Bronze Bomber is this. You're going to have to, Deontay, you're going to have to become Clubber Lang if you want Anthony Joshua in the ring. You're going to have to do what Clubber Lang did to Rocky Balboa. You're going to have to go in front of, in his, just crash his party after one of his fights, just like Tyson Fury did to you. You're going to have to do that to Anthony Joshua. Start showing up at all his fights. Don't let him run from you. Like you said, don't let him run. Get in that ring with him and tell him, get in the ring with me. And if he makes any excuses, call him out in front of all them fans. Right in front of him. Say, dude, we all know that you fighting setups. You are fighting them setups. You are letting, call Eddie Hearn out on national TV. You are helping him set, you are playing Mickey and he's playing Rocky. That's what's going on right now. Eddie Hearn is playing the Mickey role and Anthony Joshua is playing Rocky. And Anthony Joshua is fighting setups, man. They're good fighters, nonetheless, but they ain't killers like Deontay Wilder. That's what it is. They're not killers like Deontay. Eddie Hearn knows that. He knows. That's why he's keeping him away from Clubber Lang. Yeah, we're going to call Deontay Wilder Clubber Lang. And we're going to start referring to Anthony Joshua as Rocky. He's keeping him away from Clubber Lang because he understands that the same thing that Clubber Lang did to Rocky in that first fight, that's exactly what's going to happen to Anthony Joshua. He's going to kill him inside of 3 rounds. He's going to punish Anthony Joshua. And if I was Deontay Wilder, I'd do the same thing that Clubber Lang did. I would talk to Anthony Joshua while I'm in the ring, and I would punish him for making Deontay Wilder wait. Deontay should sit there and beat Anthony Joshua, beat his brains in. And every time he crack him in the head, tell him, you let him know that he's getting this because he made you wait. That's what it is, man. Deontay Wilder, flat out, he's going to have to become Clubber Lang. You're going to have to do what Clubber Lang did. Because from top to bottom, this is exactly, if you watch that video clip, then you know that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Flat out. Flat out. And Eddie Hearn is playing you people for a fool. Look, dumb down ain't even the word for what's going on with y'all. That dumb down ain't the word if y'all going for whatever Eddie Hearn talking about. Everybody who's listening to anything Eddie Hearn's talking about this, y'all are a new type of stupid. Y'all are a new type of special. For real. Every last one of y'all, I know y'all rode the short bus. All of y'all. Every last one of y'all. Every last one of y'all that's sitting there talking the nonsense and rhetoric that you talk about with Deontay Wilder, but then don't say the same things about Anthony Joshua. Soon as Luis Ortiz popped dirty, everybody flocked and said, oh, it's Wilder and he's paying people off. But nobody said that when right after he gets popped and after the WBC calls off the fight, the WBA, who has absolutely nothing to do with this situation, suspends Luis Ortiz. And I have yet to see an Anthony Joshua fan step up and say, hey, Luis Ortiz is getting a raw deal. Nah, but they definitely said that with Deontay Wilder, which is why I don't really give a damn about what a lot of you fanboy AJ fans got to say. Because like I said, I gotta make that clear, man, because it's not everybody, man. There's some true Anthony Joshua fans out there that truly believe that Anthony Joshua can beat Deontay Wilder. And they just want to see the fight. And those fans, I'm okay with. Y'all can come on my channel and say what you want. You can even talk a little crap. I don't have no problem with y'all. Because at least you've been a real fan. It's the ones that's with these double standards. Those are the ones that I can't stand no more. So it's got to be called out. The situation that's going on right now is the clip you just watched. And Deontay Wilder is Clubber Lang. Anthony Joshua is Rocky. And Eddie Hearn is playing the role of Mickey. And Eddie Hearn knows exactly what Mickey knew in that clip. He knew what Deontay Wilder, he knows what Deontay Wilder is. And that's an absolute wrecking machine. See, Eddie Hearn knows that. And that's why, just like Mickey did for Rocky, Eddie Hearn has been hand-picking Joshua's opponents. Hand-picking them. That's why those fights look easy. That's why. But the moment he gets in the ring with the Bronze Bomber, it's a done